The Saiyans emerge from the time chamber and everyone is stressing. Cell just absorbed 17 and none of the Z fighters can handle him. At least that's what these guys think. Vegeta wants to take him on by himself and they're trying to talk some sense into him, saying he can't do it. Bro, you can't tell me he wasn't him in this scene. Goku's like, Vegeta, you should really listen to them. I mean, you'd have to triple your strength to stand a chance. Vegeta and Trunks are on their way to fight Cell, who's been destroying islands looking for 17. Man, you can just feel the excitement here as he's approaching. He's like,
wait till they get a load of me.
Cell is about to destroy the last island and find 18, but he gets interrupted by this junkyard dog pulling up. Look how happy he is, he lives for this. These two are getting ready to clash, and like usual, we're going to break this fight down and score it with the 10-point must system. This fight is scheduled for 5 rounds. At the end of each round, the winner gets 10 points, and the loser gets 9 points or less, depending on how badly they lost. If it goes all 5 rounds, the scores get tallied, and the fighter with more points wins. But the fight can end in any round via stoppage. Okay, let's get right into it. Sound the bell, round 1, let's go. Vegeta starts the round off with a clean line, of course, and then has one of the best transformations in the entire show. Cell is shook, 18 is shook, they can't believe what he's become. Then he's gonna immediately come in with the body shot while they're still in awe. Cell is hurt, look at him staggering back. Vegeta's not gonna let up though, runs in and lands an uppercut up top. Follows up with a knee to the spine, and then an elbow to the back of the neck. Look at the bloodlust. Same look he had in the opening of his fight with Goku years ago. He's still in love with the game. Cell trying to bring the guard up but gets caught by a right hand straight down the pipe. Doubles up on that right hand. Vegeta jumps in to close the distance again and Cell's smiling. He thinks he read his timing, but look at Vegeta, he pulls back. He was only trying to draw out the counter. Now he swoops down, grabs the ankle and throws Cell to the ground.
Shut up before I ankle pick you.
Cell gets up and he's giving a spiel about how he has his cells and how he's superior to him and yada yada yada. Okay, cool bro, show him. What are you talking for? He finally works up the nerve to come in and look at this trash. The most telegraphed shot I've ever seen. Easy slip on the inside. Slips again while closing the distance. Cell, scared of Vegeta's power here, tries to keep him at bay with these straights, but the man is just walking him down, slipping on the inside. He thinks nothing of him. Trunks is like, bro, it's a wrap. He's thinking about all that they went through in the time chamber for this moment. It always feels good when you over-prepared, like you just put in the work. Then you can move like this with no fear of judgment because you know you're him. Also, just the reverence Trunks has for his father here. I love this scene. We come back to the fight and Cell is trying to time Vegeta on the way in again, but he dodges and lands a huge body shot that launches Cell away. He comes out of the water and Vegeta rushing back in. It cuts to Krillin coming in with the remote, so we don't see what happened here, but I'm guessing Cell got kicked out of the water and Vegeta coming right back in with an elbow to the back. Dude, he's just getting ragdolled. It's embarrassing. And Piccolo's watching from the lookout, pissed that he's just toying with Cell and not finishing him off. Relax, it's only round 1. Back to the fight. 1, 2, 3 shots landed underwater here. Vegeta gets out of the water and Cell follows, but he shoots out and makes a water wall to set up this shot, just like Frieza did against Goku when they fought on Namek. But unlike Frieza, who landed because he set this up slick and crispy, this moron was yelling the whole time and gave it away. Slip. And watch this, he's trying to use the tail shot to set up this kick, but Vegeta with the slip and rip, huge connection. 3 more up top. He's just teeing off on him here. Cell is shelling up desperately. He's not even hitting him anymore. This is what it looks like when you're getting peppered and you have no answers, bro. He wrapped the tail around himself and he still has the nerve to smile here. But to be fair to him, he catches Vegeta off guard with the mouth beam. He dodges but gets caught up top, flush. Here comes the follow-up ki blast that also lands. Beautiful combo. But what's with this laugh? You're celebrating after landing your first shots of the fight? He needs to lock back in, and this is exactly why. Vegeta comes in hot and lands a massive body shot that grounds him again. But he gets up, still thinks he's in the fight. He's gonna power up, and this was the weakest power up ever because Vegeta thinks nothing of it. He doesn't get any kind of reaction, so now he's insecure. He lunges at Vegeta with the same telegraph shot from earlier in the round, and he just sees it coming a mile away. But instead of slipping, this time he braces himself and takes the shot on purpose, just like he did with Android 19 when they fought. I will say, he took an entire flurry from 19 before his leg did a little buckle, and with Cell it only took 1 shot. But still, bro, he just took his very best shot and recomposed in like half a second. He says, that one was free. Now I'm gonna show you what true power really is. Cell is absolutely terrified as round 1 comes to a close. Look guys, I'm gonna score this round a 10-8 for Vegeta. Let's take a look at the stats here. Vegeta landed 28 of his 32 shots. Pretty much all of them were significant strikes. Technically, he didn't even miss a single shot, but there was a few I didn't count because they hit the arm or the shoulder when Cell was kind of shelling up. He bullied him on the front foot, punished him with the offense, and he was dialed in defensively too. Has some great counters. Dropped him multiple times, humiliated him. Cell only landed 2 strikes in a Ki Blast, and one of the shots Vegeta let him land so he can eat it like a sandwich. I'm gonna need to see a better shot selection from Cell in the next round, because aside from maybe 2 combos, he was just throwing the same kind of shot. He's already out muscled, so he can't afford to be getting styled on too. Let's take a look at round 2. The round starts off with Vegeta just disrespecting Cell. He turns his back to him. Wait, hold up, is he getting a phone call? Hello? Vegeta? What the f are you doing? Just finish him off already. Cell tries a different approach and starts charging Vegeta's own move at him, the Gallic Gun. And I think deep down, he did this to satisfy his own ego. Like, I have your cells, anything you can do, I can also do. But this is just embarrassing because not only did Vegeta absolutely tank the blast, but when Vegeta did the Gallic Gun, bro, he whipped it. It was one of the coldest blasts in the show. Meanwhile, look at Cell's delivery. He loses his balance and actually eats the dirt. Bro, no. Vegeta taunts him and Cell comes in with a tail strike that gets dodged. He comes up behind him and delivers a head kick. Kick to the back sends him flying up. Kick to the body sends him crashing down. Krillin's like, wow, his power is amazing. He's actually stronger than Goku now. Dude, he's been stronger than him. Get off his meat for once. Here come the Goku Glaze squad in the comments. Cell's throwing a temper tantrum and he tries to sneak attack Vegeta here, but easily gets countered with the judo toss. He's trying to close the distance on Vegeta, but he's on the back foot keeping his distance with Ki Blast. He's just letting him know, I can initiate, I can counter, I can beat you up close, I can beat you at range, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't think all of those blasts landed though, because Cell appears pretty soon after and almost lands this tail strike that lets him get a hold of Vegeta. He comes back with another tail strike but slip. He grabs the tail and starts taunting him. Cell powers up to get his tail back, but the second he does, Vegeta lands a staggering elbow to the body. Oof, this is humiliating. He says, what went wrong? You had me. Left hand clips Cell and sends him into the ocean. He gets out of the water and wants his get back, but Vegeta goes out of his way to take the fight underwater where he's at a clear disadvantage, not being able to breathe, just trying to be disrespectful. Cell anxiously trying to find him, gets spooked and throws a Ki Blast off instinct, but it was just a Magikarp. Now he's spamming, trying to find him, but nothing. There he is, he's coming in hot, grabs Cell's leg and pulls him off balance so that when Cell throws this shot, it's an easy dodge. He's got that natural fight IQ. Counter to the body, head kick. Cell gets met with a clean right hook on his way up, followed by a Ki Blast that sends him out of the water. Look at him shaking himself off like he's Vegeta's dog. This is humiliating. Vegeta tells him it's hopeless, that even if he beat him by some miracle, Trunks is also ascended and he just take care of him on the spot. So Cell's gonna start having a meltdown. He's whining here like a big baby as round 2 comes to a close. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and score this round another 10-8 for Vegeta. Let's take a look at the stats. He landed at 100% with his strikes, and I had to do some estimating here with the Ki Blast. I assumed he missed like half of them just because Cell came back right away, but he is really durable, so it's possible he landed at 100% here too. Just an FYI. He also completely shut Cell out here. Nothing landed on his end, nothing. If you had it 10-7, I'm not mad at you, but I just think there wasn't enough volume and maybe even enough damage here to warrant that. Remember, he's just toying with him. But anyways, let's take a look at round 3. The round starts off with Vegeta landing the head kick while Cell is still yapping. When he gets up, he's throwing another tantrum and gets clipped with another head kick. Eats the dirt. He's walking him down and bro says, Vegeta, listen. Dude, he's such a weasel. Vegeta's walking him down again and he's just irritated at how trash Cell is. And then he starts to give him a sales pitch on why he should let him absorb Android 18. It's looking like Vegeta might actually take him up on that offer, but no worries bro, Krillin pulled up and he's got the remote that'll deactivate her. Come on, press it. Alright bro, press the button. I need you to be on that Hector Salamanca. Wait. Wait. Vegeta agrees to let Cell absorb 18 here so we can fight him in his perfect form, and the fight is over. Wait, hold up, it looks like he's getting another phone call. I hate you. The official result, Vegeta wins the fight in the 3rd round, via TKO. Don't worry, we're gonna cover the rematch this video if you couldn't already tell. But I had to officially splinter it off into 2 separate battles because Cell basically quit even trying to fight him in his current form. He basically said no mas at the end of round 2, and asking Vegeta for him to let him absorb 18 is 100% him throwing in the towel in my eyes. Let's take a look at the stats for the fight overall while I talk a little bit before Cell absorbs 18 and we get the rematch. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you guys first in the comments. Who do you think sold the hardest here? Let me give you my take. So starting off with who sold the least, it's gotta be Trunks. He was the only one with his head in the game trying to do the right thing here. And I'm only even mentioning him because he made a couple of mistakes, like after Vegeta already tried to stop him interfering once, look at him nonchalantly flying towards Cell again, like bro, lock in. Ah, Vegeta. Also, if he's really about it, he shouldn't have told her here to leave the island. He should have hit her with that.
This is for Gohan!
Now next up is Cell. Look, he almost sold himself out here. Like, you just got the opportunity of a lifetime, and if you don't move it, Trunks will kill you. Just do your job. Hitting them with the solar flare was a good move though. Now next up is Vegeta and Krillin, and I don't even have to explain the magnitude of their mistakes. I know I'm gonna get pushed back on this one, but I actually think Krillin sold harder than Vegeta here because he's one of the good guys. We expected him to do the right thing, whereas we almost didn't even expect anything from this lunatic. Like, is anyone really surprised that the adrenaline junkie, pure-blooded Saiyan got enticed into a challenge? Goku did almost the same thing on Namek when he let Frieza power up to 100%. He was confident, but there was no guarantee he was gonna win, and there was no guarantee that even if he could win, that the planet would last long enough for him to get the win. We just forgive him for it because he didn't crap out, but he rolled those same dice. And as for who sold the hardest, it was none other than Android 18. Why are you even on the island?
You're not built for this game? You're not supposed to be here.
She could have swam away before the fight started while Cell was destroying the islands. She had every opportunity to get off that island while Vegeta and Cell fought, while Trunks was fighting Cell back. Oh, but what about 16? Bro, she can destroy the planet thousands of times over. You mean to tell me she can't pick up a few hundred pounds and fly away? You serious? Nah, she deserved what happened to her, I'm sorry. But let's get back to the action. Cell is having one of the best villain transformation scenes of all time. This was so cold, they felt it on New Namek. And I always loved this. After transforming, he's just in awe of himself. It's not just the audience who are curious about what he's capable of, it's like he's figuring it out himself in real time. You see the athleticism, you see the level of gracefulness that we haven't seen in the show since Final Form Frieza. He's him. But Vegeta's not convinced. He's still talking to him like he's the same bum from 5 minutes ago. These two are getting ready for the rematch, and we're going to break this fight down just like we did the last one. It's scheduled for 5 rounds. You know the drill. Sound the bell. Round 1. Let's go. Round 1 starts off with Cell staying at range. He wants Vegeta to open up aggressively, which he does. He comes in with the knee that gets blocked, and look at Cell's face here. I swear, I think he's shocked at how easy that was to block. Follow-up head kick gets blocked too. While his arms are occupied, Vegeta comes down with the hammer fist, but another block. Right hand, block. Again, both the Cell's hands are occupied, this time even more so since it's an arm-to-arm connection. Vegeta attacks with the knee to the body while he's open, but look at the beautiful hand separation here. He doesn't let his arms get pinned and blocks the knee too. Vegeta's gonna disengage. Now he comes back in with another flurry. Let's take a look at this. Right hand, round kick, throws the left hand, left kick, 1-2, everything is getting blocked. Cell's keeping that active high guard and managing his distance beautifully. Reminds me a little bit of the sequence for Piccolo vs 17. Vegeta gets in range to land the big body shot, but he gets blocked. He comes back in again, and this time lets Vegeta get his work off in his ideal range. Blocks every single shot and then dodges the kick, but he's not letting up here. He's pushing Cell back, coming in high and low, but he can't get a single shot in. Same thing as last time. When Vegeta winds up, whoop, dodges the big shot. More aggression by Vegeta until he pushes him back up against this rock. He comes back in a little more confident, but look at the beautiful maneuver by Cell here to get the dominant position. He catches the shot and uses Vegeta's momentum to turn him here. Quick left hand, that credit to Vegeta, he was able to slip. He can feel that shot was above his pay grade. Cell's gonna fire off a ki blast at the mountain behind him just to flex a little. These two are gonna reset and change scenery a little bit here. Vegeta's getting ready to come in again, but Cell quickly moves before he can get started. Now he's gonna let him dash in, but he's running, he's skipping around having fun while Vegeta is chasing him down, pissed off spamming ki blast. You know what? We know after the humiliation ritual Vegeta put Cell through, he definitely wants it back in blood. I wonder if having Frieza's cells and having just absorbed 18, he's running away like this on purpose because he knows it's the best way to get under Vegeta's skin. I mean, it's no coincidence that in the two most humiliating moments of his career, both Frieza and 18 were doing this little Tom and Jerry thing to him, and now Cell is doing the same thing. Nice move by Vegeta here though. Cell thinks he just dodged the last of the Ki Blast, but he sets him up by shooting another batch through the debris here. Then he pulls back the last set of Ki Blasts at Cell to meet him halfway. Taking a page out of Piccolo's book here. I like it. The smoke clears though, and we see that Cell snuck out of the attack at some point. He's chilling. And he's winding Vegeta up here too. He gets mad this time and no tactic here, just straight Ki Blast spamming. But of course it doesn't do anything. Ki Blast spam without any trick or setup never ever works. We all know this. Vegeta closes the distance again and comes in with the right hand, but miss me with that. Grabs the kick. Vegeta, just desperate to land something, anything, uses the explosive wave. I don't think he's used that since the Saiyan Saga if I'm not wrong. The Cell dodged and he's a mile away. Vegeta comes in again. Look how disrespectful this is. He slips the first shot with his arms still crossed. Blocks the rest of them. Grabs the hands and dodges the kick. We've seen this pattern so many times. I feel like I'm stuck in the Genjutsu Itachi put Kabuto in. Bro, he's just using Vegeta to get some reps in. Blocks his flurry easy and then counters with a very non-committal shot that Vegeta blocks, but look at his face here. And then he pulls away again. He winds him up again and then comes right at him. Psych, he didn't commit. Come on, bro. We need to see some action here. Vegeta pissed off, throws a head kick that lands flush to the side of the head, but this is just like what Vegeta did to Cell at the end of round 1, but the shoe is on the other foot, and the power gap is so much bigger now too. Vegeta standing there terrified as round 1 comes to a close. Okay, so I'm gonna score this round at 10-9 for Cell here. Look at these stats, they're crazy. Cell wins the round without landing a single shot because he was just fully in control the entire time. This one is pretty straightforward, I got nothing to say really. Let's move on to round 2. Round 2 starts off with Vegeta saying he put everything he had into that kick and just nothing. While he's shaken up, Cell's gonna come in and land a side kick to the body that launches him a mile away, and you can just feel the power in this shot. Vegeta stops himself from being sent any further, but he still gets dropped. Now he's the one washed up coming out of the water. But instead of crying and whining and complaining like a big baby, he focuses on doing what he can do to win the fight. He has zero chance ever winning a hand-to-hand fight here, so he's gonna throw one last Hail Mary, the final flash. He's charging up a hell of a blast. Cell feels that too, wipe that smirk off your face. And clever here by Vegeta. He knows Cell can obviously just dodge it, so he goads him into taking the blast head on. Like, okay, if you are who you say you are, you should have no issues with this attack, right? And bro, he kinda has to take the shot now. You know how bad he would look if he dodged this after flexing on Vegeta so hard this whole time? Especially since Vegeta took a gamble and let Cell achieve his perfect form. So if Cell wasn't willing to put anything on the line himself, oh, his career is over. Final flash. Woo-hoo-hoo! This was so clean, man. Cell is shook. Look at the potency of the blast. This was legendary. There, did you like that? Bro, he blew off nearly half his torso. You see that gray right there? That's burnt flesh. Vegeta thinks he dealt a lethal blow, but man, Cell just made him think that just to wind him up one last time, cause he regenerates with no issue though. You know what though? Cell will never admit this on camera, but that final flash actually scared him. I don't care what you say. He did not think the blast would be that powerful, but I'll give it to him. He played that off smooth by rewriting the script on you, had most of you fooled. He starts walking Vegeta down. Desperation Ki Blast lands on the torso. Now we get the Desperation Ki Blast volley. What else can he do? He's just gonna have to go out on his shield. Cell just walking through it and then casually lands a left that drops Vegeta. He gets back up, but boom, gets caught with a huge head kick. Then Cell's gonna appear behind him and one of the nastiest shots in the entire series. This was just disgusting. Vegeta loses the fight in the second round via knockout. Here are the stats for the round real quick, and here are the stats for the rematch overall. Just insane. It only took 4 shots to end Vegeta. 4! You hate to see it. Man, the Vegeta vs Cell fights, I don't know if this video is going to feel a little different for you guys or what, but I usually like to cover fights with more back and forth exchanges. This one I feel like I'm really in my bag, but both of these fights were just one-way beatdowns, so I hope you still enjoyed the content. Next up is probably going to be Trunks vs Cell, super underrated, and then we're going to cover one of the most highly requested fights on the channel, Goku vs Cell. Bro, it's Cell month. Guys, like and subscribe. It helps the channel out so much. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you soon. I'm out of here.